Hi, this is ShamanWeaver Shiela Baker, and just take a nice deep breath and exhale. Today, we're going to talk about beliefs and what beliefs are and how they're good for us and how sometimes they hold us back from living the lives that we're meant to live. So, a belief. A belief is a thought or an idea that we have told ourselves over and over enough times that we then believe it. So just take, for example, this is one of my favorites. Don't talk to strangers. So let's say you're a cashier at a grocery store and you have this belief that strangers are not to be trusted. So here you are, you're taking their money, you are conversing with them, and yet there's something there that says this person is not trustworthy. So then you take that belief, don't talk to strangers, out from your work life into your personal life. And you are not talking to strangers, so how is it that you're going to find a life partner? How is it that you're going to find a business partner? How is it that you're going to find someone that somehow, because strangers aren't to be trusted, builds your trust? And then from that building the trust, then has credibility in your life. So that's just one small belief that we're told as children. And we live our lives out of that. And you can see just now in the world, whenever this is, that we don't know our neighbors now. We don't know our community. We're not connected to anyone in the outer world. Now, the beautiful part of having phones and internet is that you get the ability to connect and see people all over the world. And just looking outside of your small enclave about this very fundamental belief gets you to have a step back, a perspective on, oh, well, maybe that belief isn't true any longer. And there are some beliefs that are true for a certain period of time, but they no longer have any validity. So I like to do, we do this thing at January 1st, where we set resolutions and we look back on the past year, or at least this is the idea, to look back on the past year and see what worked and what didn't work, and the things that didn't work, to tweak them, to resolve. We have resolutions to resolve that thing that didn't work. So I'm going to ask you to do the same thing about your beliefs. Just sit down for a few moments, write out what's not working in your life, and then have a look at the belief that's connected with that. And then ask yourself, is this belief something that's true for me now? And then you have a piece of information for yourself. The other thing to ask yourself is, where did this belief come from? How did I get this belief? And you might notice that some of the beliefs come from your elders. Elders want us to be perfectly content and happy, safe most of all. They're like our minds. Our minds are here to keep us safe and comfortable and not make everything scary. So with that in mind, that your mind and your beliefs are here to keep you safe and comfortable and limited, then you can use the beliefs. You can use the beliefs to change your mind, and even better still, you can use your mind to change your beliefs. So you look at, where did this belief come from? And then you can say, oh, well, that came from my aunt or my uncle or my brother or my cousin or my mom, my dad, somebody else outside of you. And you can put these beliefs, you can actually write them down on a piece of paper I love the writing, burning, burying thing. So you can write them down on a piece of paper, you can burn them, you can bury them. You can also, in your mind's eye, in your imagination, you can also write them down, an imaginary piece of paper, put them into an imaginary box, wrap that imaginary box up in a really beautiful way so that it looks like the best present ever. Then you can take your imaginary box with the imaginary belief and send it back in your imagination to the person who gave it to you. Now there's going to be a little silver cord attached to that in your imagination, and I want you just to cut the cord and allow that energy to roll back to the person that gave it to you. Because most often they were trying to be for your most highest and best. They wanted to keep you safe. Not always, but for the most. You also notice that when you cut the cord, that energy also rolls back to you. So now your energy is separate from where the source, it's separate from the source of that belief that's not serving you. You've got that energy back, and you get to write yourself a brand new belief. What is your new belief? So let's say, we're going to go back to the strangers thing again. So let's say you were taught don't talk to strangers, but you were looking for something, someone to partner with in your life, for example, business, spiritual, physical, emotional, sexual, however that is. But you're wanting this partner. Now you get to look at your new belief, which can be, I trust myself enough to speak to strangers and to be discerning about who's in right resonance with me, who do I attract, why am I attracting them, what is it about them that's attractive, what is it about me that's attractive, so that you know how you are in the world, who you're attracting, why you're attracting it, and how it's serving you. Now, if you're going to do this over and over again, you're going to need some practice. So don't go, this doesn't really work after you did it one time. That's not how spiritual practices work. So look at the belief. If you're not attracting into your life what you want, look at, am I still holding on to a piece of that belief? Sometimes beliefs don't just go away in one big chunk. You have to chip away at them. They've been in there for a long time, sometimes decades and decades. Now you have a plan. Look at your beliefs, write down everything that you want in your life, and look at what you don't have, and look at the beliefs that are attached to that. I call this bust your bogus beliefs. So you've got your beliefs, you've got what you want, you've got which beliefs attached to what you're not getting. So you have your desires, your wants, and you have your beliefs about why you don't have those. Then you can look at the beliefs, where did they come from? And you can send them back if they no longer serve you. So that's my invitation for you at the end of this, that you sit, you write down what you want, what your belief is about not having it. You see if those beliefs are still valid. Keep the ones that are. Send all of the rest of them back to source, wherever they came from. And in all honesty, you don't really need to know where they came from. You just need to know that they're not serving you. In your imagination, write them all out, put them in beautiful boxes, send them out back to source where they came from. Whether the source was a relative, society, however it came to you. If it's not serving you, then let it go. So my belief is that you can do this. Absolutely. What do I want? What are my beliefs about why I don't have it? Who do those beliefs belong to? Are they serving me? Let it go. So now just take a nice deep breath. So imagine yourself feeling more light, more free, more energetic, not bound by beliefs that don't serve you, allowing yourself to experience the world in a childlike, playful way with the ability to discern because you have experience with that. Oh, I want this. Oh, that's a nice feeling as I move towards that. And so you have experience that guides you towards what's right, true, and beautiful in your life. So this is ShamanWeaver Shiela Baker. If I can be of any assistance busting your beliefs, I'd love to do that. ShamanWeaver.com. Aho!